Hey everybody, Last Cat Badger here. Just a quick and fast, little look at some pretty, pretty interesting videos I've been seeing that are saying like leaked Delta Force training or CAG shooting and stuff like this. Even though there is no way to directly ensure, verify, and certify that this is accurate outside of the people who are actually there. So take this with a grain of salt, but nonetheless, it is an interesting watch. So let's look at it real quick. So right off the bat, it looks like they're in a shoot house. It's what we call the buildings that are they're fortified internally and externally, so that rounds don't go through the building. Unless you're simulating that, then that's a totally different location entirely. Um, And essentially, there are targets set up inside the building at different angles, different heights, and different distances. And some could even be behind cover or in a dead space. And you're training to react to that. That's the point of a shoot house. That's why you're not. That's why you're not doing any type of simulation training. This is just like hard reflex type training. So essentially, this guy must have gone into this shoot house hundreds of times, hundreds of times in maybe like a couple days. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding. So when you do drills in the military, especially at this level, you're going to be doing the exact same thing over and 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 over until you get that shit down. Of course, there's going to be rest periods in between, but you'll do it like 20 times, take like a 30-minute break, and then right back into it. So yeah, and you're doing the exact same drill the entire time. The exact same drill. You and your team and everybody. The exact same drill. I've done it where we've got almost just over 100 repetitions done within half a day. So starting from like 12 o'clock in the midday and ending at midnight, okay, or dark 30 around there, and you're having done this hundreds of times. Now, to a lot of people, it sounds like a lot, but you know what? We enjoy what we do. We have fun with it. And for us, it's not so much it turns into a monotony or something tedious as it is like, you know, every time you do the drill, and every time you get that incremental amount better or exponential amount better, it becomes, people really overstate when they say second nature or, you know, muscle memory or reflex. But it becomes an automated action in its own. And there's no longer too much thought going into the action itself, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's look at this real fast. All right, let's do that again. So let me see this. Okay, so what he's doing is a controlled pair per target. So a controlled pair is where you're putting 2 rounds center mass in every single target. 2 rounds. That's a controlled pair. I don't know if they do failure drills anymore. A failure drill is a controlled pair, and then you try to take a shot at the head, or just the face in general. Because if you can hit someone in the face and controlled pair, they're pretty much out of the fight at that point unless they're on drugs, which we encountered a lot overseas. So yeah, what he's doing is a controlled pair per target. So that's 2 rounds per target. And he's hitting every single one as fast as he can, and he's transitioning to different targets, going in a line. Now, it looks like he's training exclusively for a solo clear. That's what it seems like to me. He's training to clear that by himself. But quite honestly, if I don't have to clear a room by myself, I'm not going to try. I'm going to have my team with me. But if I end up alone and there's just no other way, then yeah, this type of training can be very effective. But I would prefer to work with my team, with my guys. But yeah, it seems like they're training for that scenario right here. Now, a lot of people are ooh and awed by this. Honestly, it's just repetition. Repetition, repetition, repetition. For freaking ever. Thinking about it now, I'm like, damn, I really did that. I really did that, and I didn't get bored once. But now I think about it, I'm like, Jesus. But yeah, seriously, this is just repetition after repetition after repetition. He's been doing this so many times that now it's simply reflex. Now, also, to talk about in this video, okay, a bunch of people are saying, oh, he didn't miss a shot. I would hope that if you had done this as many times as I have, and this individual has done this, then of course you're not going to be missing a single shot, especially since it's a static target, which not all targets inside of inside of an enclosed space when you're doing a CQB is going to be a static target. Some people are going to be moving. Sometimes they try to jump you. Sometimes they try to move and shoot to get away from you. There's so many different things that happen. This is just to give you the reflex to be able to fire on instinct, essentially, to give you that good buildup of muscle memory, so that you can adjust from that. So you're not just stuck with the rangeisms, right? And that's why the training is so varied. There's so many different scenarios you're going to go through, but you're going to train on every single one until you get it done. And that's the whole point of something like this. To me, it does look like he's training for a solo clearing action, though. So, like I said, personally, if I don't have to clear a room by myself, I'm not going to try. All right, I'd rather have 3 barrels facing 5 than just one facing 5. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then but yeah, like I said, everybody's oohed and awed by the fact that he's not missing a shot seemingly. Which, like I said, I would hope as often as we've done this, that we definitely wouldn't miss that shot. But for your average person, even your average cops, your average regular people, and even in the military, your regular conventional folks, it would be a different story depending on where you're at. So, I've seen some infantry units that literally hammer the basic fundamentals of combat to death, and the soldiers hate the training most of the time. But you see the results of it. I've seen units such as like some from the 10th Mountain Division that I would pit against anybody in any tier of your spec ops community. But I've also seen a ranger company that got pretty sloppy on mission. So it really depends on who you're with, what your training looks like, and how much you hammer out how much you hammer that freaking metal until it's nice, smooth, and sharp. basically saying. So yeah, people are oohed and awed by this. Most of them is because they have no idea what it took to get here. They have no idea. Oh, man, you're talking about so many hours put in, so much repetition, until you, like I said, until you've hammered out that metal, until it's nice, smooth, and sharp, and ready to cut something. So yeah. But yeah, it's really nice to see this again. So yeah, this is going to be a short one, just for y'all. Because I saw this, and a lot of people were talking about how they wanted me to talk about more stuff military. And, you know, from my experience and stuff. So, there you go. Like I said earlier, take this video with a grain of salt. We have no idea exactly who this is. We don't. And here's the reason why. Here's the reason why you have no idea. Is because you cannot verify, you cannot certify, and you have no trusted sources for this footage. For all you know, for all anyone knows, this could be someone in just like their own personal shoot house, or this could be like a private training academy, like Terran Tactical, where this is going on, and then somebody just releases it and says, oh, it's a CAG shooting. You have no idea. You're not going to be able to verify this. Or at least I highly doubt anyone could. If someone does, that'd be pretty cool, but at the same time, I don't know. Do they have any more videos? Let me see. Still looks pretty. But yeah. And they got like they got a JSOC insignia thing on there, like, I mean, looks like cool footage. If y'all want to see more of this, let me know. I'll add like a link to the channel in the description box down below if I can even get a link to this channel, or maybe I'll just try to get a link to the original videos. Or if not, you can see it on screen. It's whatever the hell this is. Looks like some sort of different script. Anyway. So yeah, there you go. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Alright, let me exit out of these. Alright, so I'll be doing some more uploads today. Hopefully more fun ones, much more musical ones, and stuff like that. And then we'll have a reaction request at the end of the day from the Discord for y'all. So I look forward to that. That being said, be good, be safe, make good life for yourselves. Last Cat Badger out.